Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to 9 Malt's review of something that I've wanted to review on camera for a long time. I've used it before in the past, but I've never reviewed it on camera. It's the Mr. Beer Home Brewing Kit. So today I was just walking through the supermarket. I found this 2-pack refill, and if you buy this, you actually get a container for making beer. But I found the refill, so I'm going to make beer again, and I'm going to do it on camera this time. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. My goal is 10,000 this year. I'm a long ways off, so please help me out in that. And if you want to support my content, go to patreon.com/9mals or just search Patreon and type in 9 Mals. All right, so on to the review. Now with your Mr. Beer Kit, you get this plastic brewing container right here. Just your standard plastic. You have a little nozzle right here for dispensing beer. You have a cover. You have these caps right here. You have another nozzle for the Mr. Beer container right here. You also get one of these what you need to brew the beer, and that comes with the kit, the original kit. And then you get bottles right there, and you also get a little bit, not much, of this disinfectant no rinse cleaner. So I bought this on eBay, and you get a ton of it. So don't buy the Mr. Beer disinfectant cleaner. Just buy it off eBay or Amazon or whatever. You'll get a lot more. But luckily, the refill does come with some of the cleaner, and that really helps out with disinfecting all your equipment, sterilizing, that kind of thing. So on the review, I'm just going to open this up right here. And brewing beer is it's a big trend that's kind of taken off. It's a lot of fun. It's a kind of an art to get it right. You have to pay attention to getting, making sure everything's at the right temperature, disinfecting, pay attention to the water you're using, that kind of thing. I've made some decent beer. On one of them, I tested the alcohol content. I think that was listed at 5%. It was closer to I think it was close to 2%, 3%. So you got to get the temperature right. It's kind of an art. It's fun to try, and it's something that I do want to perfect, and I think that's going to be fun to do. And so this is I believe it's my second, or actually no, this is my third try. I've done it 2 times, so this is my third try to getting it right. It is warm in my house, so I'm not sure if I can keep it at the temperature. I believe it's around 60 or 65 that you want to keep it at when you're brewing the beer. So, not super hopeful this is going to turn out perfectly, but I want to do it on camera and just show you guys the process, because I think this is really interesting, and I think this is kind of a hobby that I think a lot of people could get interested in. So, yeah, you definitely have to be 21 to do this. They didn't card me, but okay. So I'm gonna make some nice Mexican beer, and hot malt extract weighs 1.87 pounds. So I'm gonna kind of read the directions. I'm gonna make this something that you can actually watch and follow along. So brewing instructions. Follow these instructions will produce 2 gallons of beer. Sanitize all equipment, which I did. I did that previously. Been letting this dry using my sanitary rinse. And so that's ready to go. Remove yeast from under the lid and place can in hot tap water for approximately 15 minutes. So you just remove the lid. Here's the yeast right here. We have our no rinse cleaner, which I already used to clean out all these bottles and this thing right here. So I'm going to set this in hot water for 15 minutes. Fill your keg with cold water to the 4-quart mark on the back. Place 4 cups of water into a clean 3-quart pot. Bring to a boil and remove from heat, then slowly stir the contents of the can into the pot. Carefully pour hot contents of pot into the keg. Add additional cold water to the keg. Bring the volume to the 8.5 quart mark. Stir vigorously to mix well. Sprinkle in yeast and screw on the lid. Allow to sit for a maximum of 7 days out of direct sunlight. Okay, here's the temperature. Actually, this will be perfect for my house with a consistent temperature between 68 and 76 degrees. Perfect for my house. Once again, transfer beer from keg into bottles approximately 1 1/2 inch below the top of bottle. Add 2.5 teaspoons of sugar to each bottle. Screw on cap. Invert bottle twice to mix the sugar. Store bottles out of direct sunlight at a temperature between 68 and 76 for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, chill and enjoy. So it's great summer beer. So that's probably similar to Corona. I'm going to just fill everything up with water, get everything situated, and then I'll come back and show you, the next steps. Okay, so the container is sitting in the hot water, just letting that sit for 15 minutes. The Mr. Beer keg right here, brewery keg, is up to the 4 quart mark, and it's listed on right there, right on the keg. And then the pot is boiling, and that's just 4 cups of water right there. Okay, so I'm going to empty the contents of the container into the boiling water. Actually, I have to remove it from heat. Okay, there we go. And you just stir it. Super, super hot. All right, pretty easy. Okay, next I add that liquid to the Mr. Beer container, just like so. All right, and I add cold water up to the 8.5 quart line, which is marked on the Mr. Beer container. Next, after I filled it up to the 8.5 quart mark, I sprinkle in the yeast, and then I screw on the lid. And that will be sitting in there for a minimum of 7 days out of direct sunlight with a consistent temperature between 68 and 76 degrees. Just quickly, when you pour this in and you put it in the keg, you want to mix it, and then you put in the yeast. All right, so I'm going to let that sit for 7 days, a minimum. I'll update you with the progress. I'll put in the bottles. That'll be another video, and then put the sugar in and screw on the lids, and then I'll store those for another 2 weeks. And then I'll have a video where I actually get to enjoy the beer and see how it turned out. So thanks for watching my Mr. Beer review part 1, and hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe, and if you want to support my videos, go to patreon.com. And yeah, please subscribe. All right, thanks.